Hi folks, welcome back to the shop here at Project Pine Hills. Today we're talking about this Klein Tools 43-piece Proflex impact screwdriver bit and socket set. You can see the part number is 33806. It's got a 3/8 ratchet in it, an adjustable link screwdriver. You can pause the video and check out that bit loadout. Comes in a Klein mod box, so it's mod box compatible. Quick look at the back, you can pause the video and check that out. And you see it's made in Taiwan. All right, so if you take a look at this, you can see it comes in Klein's mod box. It's got that spring-loaded latch in the front that you can push over, open it up. When you shut it, push down, the latch automatically springs shut. And being compatible with mod box, that means it can go on top of any other mod box. We just set this on top, push it down, and now these two are clipped together. So let's check out what's in this set. So if we look inside, you'll see you have a standard 3/8 ratchet, SAE or standard socket sizes ranging all the way from 1/4 inch up to 13/16. You got a magnetic screwdriver in here. We'll take a look at that. So if we check this ratchet out, you can see it's a nice ratchet. It's got a smooth finish. It does have that black sort of oxide finish that Klein has. It's got Klein Tools stamped right there in the handle, and they've inked it. Looks really nice. On and off is very clearly marked. It's got a low profile switch, and it's quick release, which means it has this push button here that when you push that button in, the ball bearing goes down and the stem pushes out. That's how that quick release works. We look at the face of the ratchet. You can see it's got 2 torque screws that retain the ratchet mechanism. Stamped again on this side, also inked. Nice feeling ratchet. It's got a kind of a smooth feeling to it. It doesn't feel as rough as some of the other Klein ratchets. If we compare it to the pass-through ratchet, this has more of a matte finish to it, the way it feels. This feels a little more glossy in terms of the finish on the ratchet. Now if we compare the ratchets real quick, here I have the pass-through ratchet from Klein, and this is that new 3/8 ratchet. And you can see here that if I put them on top of each other, that the pass-through ratchet is just a little bit longer. Right here, you can see it on the end here. So they're not exactly the same size, but the head shape is the same size. Right, look at the size there. I turn it, you can see that the footprint of that head is exactly the same between these two ratchets. And the thickness is about the same as well. I'd say this one's lower profile at the head, of course. That's the nature of a pass-through ratchet. But if you look there, there's not a huge difference between the two. And this ratchet has 72 teeth. Let's try out one of these sockets here. See, it's just our standard 3/8 socket drive. It's 9/16. It does have that space there for that ball that's on this square drive. So you just line that ball up with that ball detent, push down the quick release, and it goes right on, right? If you want to release it, again, I really like that quick release. You just push it down and the socket comes off very easily. Nice for a very small portable set like this to have the quick release. You can see it's a standard socket. It's beveled with rounded corners. Feels pretty good. Feels like a nice ratchet, really. Better than the other Klein ratchets that I've tried. You'll see all the sockets are also clearly marked. So you see they're laser etched and you can read them above the fold. And of course they're marked on the case as well. It's not high visibility, but you can see the sizes in the case. But well-marked sockets so you can quickly pick out what you need. And of course we can do things like take this 1/4 inch socket here, take the ratchet, put that on there. I can take this shank, remove it, and you could drive this shank with this ratchet, right? So you get more power if you need it, especially for like a Torx fastener or something like that. So that is an option. All this stuff from Klein is compatible, which makes it really nice. All right, let's take a look at this screwdriver. You can see it's stamped and inked right here on the end. It says adjust. Got Klein Tools there in the rubber overmold. You can see the part number here is 13803, so a little different number than on the case. The case has a 6 at the end of it. The way the screwdriver works, it's an adjustable shank screwdriver, so if you push this down, you can extend this out one click at a time, 3 different adjustments. That's the first one, second one, third adjustment, and then I can push this down and take it all the way out, and then you can take it and put it in your standard 1/4 inch impact or your drill. Here's the number 2 Phillips impact bit that's in it. It has that Klein torsion zone right there in the center. That's that orange piece there. Now the bit itself is not magnetic. You can see here that it doesn't pick up that screw. But if I put this bit in this magnetic bit holder, this bit holder will pass the magnetism to the bit. You can see I can pick that screw up. And of course it's got excellent fitment on the screw. And with that magnetized bit holder, holds the screw really, really well. In fact, so well, I can hold the screw and it'll hold up a screwdriver. And I can even turn that screwdriver 90 degrees. So really great bit fitment on this Klein screwdriver. Of course, the way this works, we can drive any of these bits in here. You can see there's a lot of different options in here. You've got hex here, both metric and standard. You got some Torx, slotted bits, other Phillips sizes. So a lot of good options here. It also has 2 combination bits here for your electrical work. And these bits are really just a combination of your square, slotted, and Phillips bit all in one. But you can see I can take this Phillips bit out, put this combination bit in here. You can see it's got an excellent fit on this receptacle screw, so you can get a really tight fit when you're torquing this down. And of course, this screwdriver is compatible with a lot of other Klein products. You just pull that collet down. I can take this Klein impact flip socket set, push that collet down, clip it right in there, and now I can run all these sockets. You know, these flip sockets, of course, you know, I've got a 7mm out there. I can pull it off, flip it around. Now we're running 8mm, or I can take the sockets on the shank, remove them, put them out here on the end, and they mount out there. So it's a way to stow your sockets, but that's how that works. And because this has a magnetic tip, when you pop these sockets on, it can magnetically retain screws. So another example of compatibility is you can take this Klein Tools 13-in-1 pocket screwdriver. I can take this bit out. See, it's got a 1/4-inch hex collet. I can take this out of the screwdriver, and of course it'll fit right in there, and that'll work together. And of course this has precision bits right in the handle. And of course this is also compatible with the Klein Tools Fast Bit True Grip screwdriver. If you're not aware, this is a Klein screwdriver that you can pull this collar back, switch from a number 2 Phillips, flip it around, it auto locks on the bit, and now you have a slotted bit there. Pull the collar back, pull it out, you can flip the bit right back around, locks on the bit. Of course, it's also compatible with the shank in this Klein Tools screwdriver. So we just take that out, pop it in here, and now has a nice, good lockup. I can push it a little bit up on that collar, and it locks up really good. And of course, now we have a magnetic screwdriver. And of course, you got this square adapter here that you can take, put in your impact, and you can drive any of these sockets. So you can grab that 9/16, pop that on there, now you run this on your impact. It's longer than your typical adapter, right? Here it is next to the Milwaukee, and you see Klein gives you more reach with this adapter, so I really like the ones that Klein includes. Because this 3/8 adapter is longer, it works well with Klein's flip socket set, right? I can take one of these sockets, take it out of here, take the extension, and because it's longer, I can put it right up into this flip socket, right? You see there's 2 sizes here, 16 and 18. I can pop it right on my impact. I can't do that with these other 3/8 square adapters. And you'll see this flip socket set doesn't come with that adapter. So you can always take this and add it to this kit. Now notice this is a Proflex set, and I think this is designed to sort of complement Klein's new mini mod box, right? These little Proflex cases you can pull forward. And of course, this is compatible. This is that little Ratchet set. So this Ratchet is an excellent companion with this set here because you got all these different bits that can fit in this pass-through Ratchet, right? I can take any of these, pop them in there, and drive them with this little Ratchet from Klein. I'll have a link to both of these in the video description. But of course, you can close this and you can see that it's compatible with ModBox. So I can take this and I can latch this in the back on this case. There's this little gray latch here in the back. So I can take this latch, I can clip it here in the back, and I can pull forward into these 2 ears on the left and right, go up into the front of the case, and they latch on. So now it's all mounted together. So you can keep all these items together. That's what's great about ModBox is you have that kind of compatibility. Of course, if I pull this forward, we take that case off, and it works with the other mini ModBox cases, right? It goes right on there. You can see they have all kinds of cases. Here's one with some bits and space to store screws. They've got lots of different options that you can combine with this new ModBox set. So there you have it. That's a quick look at this new Klein 43-piece Proflex impact screwdriver bit and socket set. I'll have a link in the video description so you can check it out. And let me know in the comments what you think of this set. I do like the combination they have here. It is an excellent feeling ratchet. And please remember to like and subscribe. Those actions help me to continue to bring content to you here on the Project Pine Hills channel. And with that said, I'll catch you in the next video.